डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आंबेडकर ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी.
Namaskar dear students, I Dr. Himanshu Patel welcome you from the Chaitanya studio of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Open University. We are in lecture series for the paper of Bachelor in Computer Application BCA 105 Microsoft Office Suite. In last two sessions we have discussed about Microsoft Word. In today's session we will explore more features of Microsoft Word. In last two lecture we have studied what is Microsoft Word, what is word processing, what are the various interface of Microsoft Word, different parts of Microsoft interface Word. We have learned basic formatting features of Microsoft Word, and we have also learned how to create, open, save and save as a new file in Microsoft Word. We have also learned how to cut, copy and paste your content. So, in today's session we will learn about how to use find, replace and go to feature. We also explore what are the different page layouts in Microsoft Word. We will learn how to hide and view things such as toolbar, ruler, etc. And we will learn how to insert picture, symbol, diagram and auto text in your document. Now, we also learn one important features, use of header and footer. We will see how to view header and footer and how to place your content in header and footer. So, let us start with demonstration of all these features in Microsoft Word. So, here we start our Microsoft Word. So, for demonstration purpose I am inserting some random text in my text document. So, the first features we will learn is how to find and replace particular word in Microsoft Word. So, here we have find feature. You can see the shortcut key for find is Control plus F. So, by clicking on find we can find a particular word. So, here you can see find and replace dialog box is open and there are three tabs: find, replace and go to. In find tab you can provide word that you want to find. So, here I am typing lazy. So, I want to find out how many lazy word are there in my document. So, here we have more options. So, here you can specify whether you want to match case, that means your search is case sensitive. Here it indicates that we want to find whole words only, that means if exact word is lazy then we need to find. Then we can use wildcard, that means whether particular word is begin with some word or not, and it ignores sound like. For example, these in singular and these in plural sounds alike. So, we can ignore this kind of error. So, here find all words forms. So, it also try to find out similar forms. So, here I am just pressing find next. So, it will immediately move to the word and highlight it which matches with our word. So, here how I can proceed further. So, this is how we can find out word. Now, suppose we want to replace this word with some another word, then I can use replace. So, here you need to specify what you want to find and here you have to specify what you need to replace. So, you just look at the replace with. So, here I type zeal. So, I want to replace lazy with zeal. So, if I press replace button, then it will highlight highlighted word with given word. So, here you can see it replace that word and move to next. So, here again I am pressing replace. So, it will replaced by zeal and it will move to next. But suppose I am sure that I want to replace all these words with new word, then I can press replace all button and it will replace all lazy with zeal, and it also says how many times these word found and replaced with new word. So, here it is give message that word has completed the search of the document and has made 998 replacement. So, if you manually done this, it is very cumbersome. So, using find and replace, you can quickly replace particular word with another word. So, for find we have shortcut key Control plus F, and for replace we have shortcut key Control plus H. Now, that we need to check. So, I closing this button and press Control H. So, you can see that it will immediately move to replace tab. Now, the third part in find replace is go to. Suppose I want to go to line number 200. So, what I can do is go to what, in go to what section I have to select line and then I have to press line number, and if I press go to, it will take me to the line number 200. So, here is the line number 200. Now, suppose I want to go to particular page. So, we have 14 pages in our document. So, I want to go to page number 10. So, here I need to press 10 and then press go to. So, here in status bar you can also verify that we are in page number 10 of 14. So, go to will provide you to quickly move within document, whether it is a page, whether it is a section, that we will discuss later on, whether it is a line, whether it is a bookmark, comment, footnote, endnote, etc. So, this is very useful features in Microsoft Word, and shortcut key for go to is Control G. So, here I am pressing Control G and you will see that on screen we have find and replace dialog box with go to tab activated. So, this is how we can use find, replace and go to. Now, remember these options are available in edit menu, find, replace and go to. So, from edit menu you can use these options, or if you remember shortcut key you can directly use it. Now, let us move to various layouts provided by Microsoft Word. So, you can see on screen in view menu there are 5 layouts: normal, web layout, print layout, reading layout and outline. So, in normal layout you can see that we have no page break. Page break is indicated by dotted line that you can see on the screen. So, in normal page layout we do not see any page break, we have just dotted line to indicate this is where new page begins. So, this is how we can use normal layout. The second layout is very important, web layout. Now, suppose you want to display your document as a web page, that is HTML file. So, when you convert it into HTML file, how it look like is shown here in web layout. So, you can see there is no page break in web layout. The entire document is a single page with HTML extension, and here you will not find any kind of page break. The entire document is converted into single page, that is our HTML page. So, you can preview how your page will look like in HTML. So, that is web layout. The third layout is print layout. The print layout is a default layout. Here you can see we have page break, and it shows us how our document will be printed when print command is given. So, whatever you see on the screen, exactly you will get same kind of printout. So, print layout is the default layout, and it shows page break as well as how your page will look like when you print it. So, this is third layout. The fourth layout is reading layout. Now, this reading layout is useful when you want to read your document. Now, here you can see on the screen we have toolbar available, where you can zoom your content for better reading. So, here I can zoom my content, and it will actually increase number of screens that requires to display entire content. So, our content is not changed, but for sake of simplicity we can read this content in reading mode, and by zoom out you can decrease the text size. So, this layout is useful when you want to read your entire document, but do not need to make changes. So, this is the here you can close your reading layout. So, I am just pressing close button, it will back to the print layout. Now, the fifth layout is outline. So, here you can see that paragraph is indicated by dotted sign, and if there is a subsection it will also shown. So, this is a fifth layout which is outline. So, from view menu you can use different page layout for displaying your content. Now, again we go to print layout. So, here is a default layout. Now, next option in view menu is task pane. Remember, using view menu we can show and hide our content, that is we want to display whether we want to display task pane or not, whether we want to display formatting toolbar or not, whether we want to display standard toolbar or not, whether we want to display ruler or not. So, these kind of things can be hide or shown from view menu. So, let us see how can we hide or show task pane. So, here you can see shortcut key is Control F1. So, I am pressing Control F1. So, this is task pane. Here you can search for different kind of things. For example, if I want to understand about page layout, then I can press page layout here, and then we have to start search. So, it will search online, as well as if you are not online it will search offline and show you about what is page layout is. So, here you can perform different tasks. Now, if I want to hide this, I again press Control F1 and it will hide. So, this is how we can view or hide things. The next option is toolbar. Now, Microsoft Word provides different kind of toolbars. We have already discussed two toolbars. Remember, formatting toolbar and standard toolbar. By default, we have these two toolbar available, and one more in bottom of the Microsoft Word interface, that is drawing toolbar. But if you do not want any of these, you can hide that toolbars, and if whenever you require you can show that. So, we have options toolbar inside view menu. So, go to we will go to that option. So, here we have toolbars option, and whatever toolbar with check mark will be shown. For example, we can see we can show standard and formatting toolbar. Suppose I want to display drawing toolbar, I need to click that. So, here you can see now we have drawing toolbar available. So, if you want to show that, you have to check this, and if you want to hide that. Suppose I do not want to show drawing toolbar, then I just click on that and it will be removed. So, this is how you can view and hide toolbar and task pane. Now, by default ruler is view on your document, but if you do not require ruler, you can hide it. So, just click on this and ruler will be hide, and whenever you require it again, you can press on ruler. So, this is how you can view and hide different parts of Microsoft Word interface using view menu. The next option is thumbnail and document map. So, document map is, for that we need to change this content. For example, I have title introduction. Now, I can use this style for giving title. So, here I am selecting heading 1. So, now it is a heading. Here my section 1 starts. So, here I am giving section 1 for example, and here I am selecting heading 2 because it is a subsection, and here my section 2 begins. So, here I am giving section 2, again selecting it and giving heading 2. Likewise, we can have different sections in our or subtitle in our section. Remember, this is example of heading and subheading. So, I am creating 4 sections or heading. Now, what we will find in, now I need to save this file. So, I am save it with some name, and if I press document map, now what you can see is the title is shown here as well as all subtitles are shown here, and by clicking on that you can quickly jump on that section of document. So, document map, as its name suggests, will map different sections of document in it. So, by just clicking on introduction, suppose I am at the end of document and I need to go to section 1. So, I just click on that and it will immediately move me to the section 1. So, document map is very useful to switch between different parts of document. This is very useful when you want to create a book or project report. The next part is thumbnail. So, thumbnail is a small version of actual image. The definition of thumbnail is a smaller version of actual version. So, here the meaning of thumbnail is it shows smaller page available in your document and you can move between these documents. So, here we have different types of documents and I can quickly move between documents. So, here you can see we have small version of page, and by clicking on that we can move to particular page. The next part is header and footer. Now, header and footers are very important. For example, I am creating project report and I want to give title project report in my every page title. So, I cannot type page title in every single page, but what I can do is the things which is common for all pages can be placed inside header and footer. Normally, we place title or particular company logos and company name in title, and generally we keep page number and total number of pages in footer. So, header and footers are very important. Why? Because you can place content which is common for all pages. For example, we need to give page number to each page in our project report or document. So, for that you can use footer, and suppose you want to place your company logo and company name in every single page, then you can use header. So, when you click on view and header and footer, it will show you header and footer. You can easily switch between header and footer, and there are many ready to use fields are available that you can place inside header and footer. So, how to do that? Let us learn. So, here I am want to show my header and footer. Now, you can see my header is empty right now. So, I want to place in center project report, and I want to use heading in center. So, if I press this close, which is header and footer toolbar, you can see now every single page displays project report in top of the page. So, header is located as its name suggests on top of every page, and by double clicking on that you can activate this header and footer toolbar or show header and footer. Now, I want to switch between header and footer, I can use this button which shows switch between header and footer. Right now, I am in header, I want to go to footer, and if I am in footer, I want to go to header, again I press this. So, it will allow me to switch between header and footer. Now, suppose I want to place page number x of y in center of footer, I can use these insert auto text features. So, here you can see we have different fields available like author, page number and date. If your document is confidential, you can use confidential, page number and date. If you want to show who created this document, then you can use created by. Created on will show you date on which file is created. Here you can display file name. This field insert file name and its entire path, and these will show you last printed, but we have and last saved by, but we have these field more frequently we use is page x of y. So, I am pressing these. Now, here you can see we are in page number 2, that you can verify from status bar that we are in currently page 2 of total page 14. So, here it displays page 2 of 14. Now, this thing is variable. If you go to page number 3, it shows page 3 of 14. So, you can not only use header and footer in Microsoft Word, but you can quickly open it by double clicking on it. You can easily switch between header and footer. You can use ready to use fields in your header and footer. So, this is how header and footers are important for us. The next part is footnote. Now, what is footnote? Let us try to understand. Suppose I want to give description of this word dog. For example, dog is a domestic animal. So, for that I can place my cursor over that word and then I insert menu, reference menu item, and here I am pressing footnote. So, it will ask me where you want to display footnote. Generally, it is displayed in bottom of page. So, we will not change that. And what is difference between footnote and endnote? So, generally endnote is displayed at the end of document, that is why it is known as a endnote, and footnote is generally displayed in every page bottom. So, we can say it is a footnote. So, here I want to display footnote. Here is a number format that you can provide like bullet and numbering to your footnote. So, here I want to use 1, 2, 3 only. You can also use custom mask by inserting symbol and from where you want to start your footnote, and we can use continuous numbering. So, here I am pressing insert. So, it will, now you can see we need to hide this thumbnail, and you can see here that my footnote is inserted, and here I can give it description. You can also insert footnote for other also. So, again go to reference and footnote. Now, it will give second number to that word, you can see verify that. So, friends, let us conclude this session. In this lecture, we have learned about how to find and replace particular word with another word. So, you can quickly find and replace word with many options, like whether you want to search entire word, whether you want to use case sensitive search, and so on. So, you can quickly find and replace particular word with another word in Microsoft Word. You can quickly move between different parts of document using GoTo, and inside GoTo you can specify line number, page number, or particular section or comment or footnote, etc. And we have also seen there how to hide and view things like toolbars, task pane, then ruler, etc. using view menu. So, we have also learned how to insert header and footer and how to use header and footer. We have also discussed about how to insert footnote in your document. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you and happy learning.
स्वाध्यायः परमं तप